As ever, the media merry-go-round continues at Newcastle United with Richard Keys, BN presenter, out in Qatar claiming that Newcastle's Saudi ownership are going to sell Newcastle United for £1 billion this summer. If you're new around here, I'm Adam. This is Two for Joy. Fan opinion. Get down there, like, subscribe, hit me up in the comments. And we'll start, obviously, with Richard Keys, this absolute tool who has no idea what he's talking about, as PIF have stated in the last 24 hours that they will be not selling Newcastle United under any circumstance. And rightly so, having spent £350 million on purchasing the football club, it taking 2 years for the deal to go through, and then spending a further £750 million on transfers. Realistically, Richard Keys is claiming that Newcastle United Saudi owners want to break even or sell the club at a loss in order to get rid of this football club. What an absolute tool. But continuing on the media merry-go-round, there's so much social media post on Bruno Guimaraes having agreed contract terms with Manchester United before the season is up. Apparently, this wouldn't surprise me in typical Manchester United fashion. They've managed to speak to his agent and agree terms without even approaching the club. Absolutely fantastic. It's like Dan Ashworth all over again. But realistically, a post went out on social media, on Twitter, with a new Manchester United fan channel claiming that contract terms had already been agreed. It's one of the big ones. And Bruno's agent posted one comment underneath, which was just a question mark. Fantastic timing. I love to see this. But on the topic of transfers, obviously links away for Bruno, Sandro Tonali and Tino Livramento. We all know Sandro's agent's been shopping him round to everybody or anybody that will take him. And I fully expect some interest to come in the summer. It wouldn't surprise me if we had interest for Bruno, but obviously Ross Wilson has come out and stated that Bruno and Tino Livramento will be offered bumper contracts in the summer in order to keep them here. Tino Livramento is obviously a little bit different. He's coming into his last 2 years of his contract. It's a crucial time. He's already put his contract talks on hold once this season. And I would say that if he doesn't agree terms swiftly in this summer window, I should fully expect him to be sold on, with keen interest from Manchester City, and obviously some fans and myself saying it looks like his head is already there. It looks like he's ready to move. It'll be interesting come the summer. But obviously Newcastle having so many contracts expiring this summer, it will be interesting to see who we keep and who we let go. There are a few set to go, and PIF are said to have come out and mentioned that Newcastle will get a big transfer kitty to rebuild this squad in the summer. And the key part of this will be either with or without Eddie Howe, as the statement coming out from PIF that come the end of the season, they will review the performance on the pitch and Newcastle's season and make a decision on whether they keep or let go of Eddie Howe. Now, personally, I believe there is too much infrastructure built around Eddie Howe for them to make a clean-cut decision to let him go. I think they will keep him. It's not what I want. I would much rather we come to some sort of mutual termination where we all give Eddie Howe a big round of applause and say thank you for your time here, thank you for the trophy, we've reached an impasse, we wish you the best, good luck with England, as everybody keeps saying you'll be the next England manager, and move on to somebody else. But genuinely, I can't see Newcastle having a succession plan in place quick enough in order to bring in another manager. And the other big talk is obviously around the stadium. And there has been a lot of noise this season on the fact that nobody has come out and given some clear ground rules or outlined what they believe Newcastle will do, whether it's expand the stadium or build a new stadium. Now, I don't know if you've watched my previous video on the finances, but this is a key topic when it comes to PSR. PSR is due to finish at the end of this season, and the new PSR will be SCR. Squad cost ratios are set to come in as of next season. What does this mean? Squad cost ratios, your stadium, your training ground, your ladies facilities and your youth infrastructure will not be taken out of, will not count towards your green band for spending. So Newcastle would be able to go out and build as big a stadium, training ground, invest in the youth system and invest in the women's setup without incurring any penalties towards spending money on players, transfers or managers. This is a massive, massive indication that I believe Newcastle have been holding off for this moment in order to lay the groundwork. The interesting thing that I do keep hearing is a lot of people aiming this at PIF and why they haven't come out and stated what they will be doing with training ground infrastructure, stadium build. Now, personally, I don't think PIF are that invested in this part. I genuinely believe this is the part that David Hopkinson, it is his role to push forward with a plan for building a stadium or expanding St James's Park, for putting in a new training ground, for building a better structure within the Women's Institute of Football. And it basically comes down to him putting these plans forward to PIF and then PIF just giving the thumbs up, thumbs down, or some slight rework. Obviously, in my opinion, Darren Eales was brought in because of the time he was at Atalanta, and he managed to grow that club, build them one of the best stadiums in the world, and build an infrastructure around that football team. Now, I firmly believe that David Hopkinson has been brought in because of his history with Maple Leaf Sports Group and Real Madrid. He has been there, seen it, done it, and should have the wherewithal to push us into a new era of football at Newcastle United. But the other topic I want to talk about before I go is the Geordie Lions. And if you haven't seen Lewis Hall's press conference for England, definitely go and watch it. I absolutely love this kid. Not only is he a fantastic footballer, he is grounded, he is humble, his mum and dad are Geordie fans. He puts in a 9 out of 10 performance week in, week out. I absolutely love this kid. And if Newcastle are offering out contracts this summer, this boy needs to be top of the list. Go and watch his press conference. So humble, so genuine. Just an all-round fantastic lad. Proud to have him on our team. And like I say, if there's any information you have, would like to share, want to talk about, hit me up in the comments. If you've liked the video, like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. Every view and sub from you guys makes a difference. So hopefully, guys, get down there, sub, and I will see you in the next one.